Good morning again, and welcome to Cindy's Corner. Boys and girls, I come to you this morning. I am reading from the mountains of Colorado, and I just thought it was only appropriate to read this really good book for you today. You know, sometimes there's war, and we have to get away, and sometimes there's fighting going on, and you just want to get away from it, and you want to come to the mountains. And boys and girls, this book is called The Silence of the Mountain in the Mountains. The Silence in the Mountains. I hope you can see the mountains behind me. The Silence in the Mountains by Liz Rosenberg. Illustrated by Chris Soentrit. Pretty pictures, the mountains. Once there was a boy named Iskander who lived in a land so sweet, so beautiful. Some people called it paradise. Then the war broke out. To Iskander, it seemed to begin in a single day. Soon, more people were fighting, and more, till no one could tell who was fighting anymore. The land changed, and still the fighting went on. So Iskander and his family packed up their things: the silver teapot, the red and blue rug with vines running through it, Iskander's cat, grandmother's gold earrings, and grandfather's most comfortable chair. Before they left, Iskander took a long look at his country. He saw the wide blue sky. He saw goats munching on grass. Best of all, he heard the silence high in the mountains. Then Iskander's family climbed aboard an enormous plane and flew all day and into the night till they came to America. In America, there was no war, but there was plenty of noise. Sometimes people argued, or shoved, or spoke in loud voices. Out of my way. Watch your back. That was the city. Then, after a while, Iskander and his family moved to the country. There was the blue sky overhead. No goats, but big black and white animals. Chewed grass in the field across the way. What were those big black and white animals? Cows, right? Still, something was missing. I want to go home, Iskander told his mother. That night she gave him a package wrapped in gold foil. Iskander, inside, was a bright red truck, and Iskander played with it until it was time for bed. Vroom, vroom. But something was still missing. The next day, He told his father, working in the garden, "I want to go home." "Life is easier here," said his father. "Look, Iskander, we can even plant the same flowers and vegetables we grew back home." He gave his son some pieces of scrap wood, a hammer, and some nails, and Iskander worked. Bang, 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 till he'd made a big plane that could almost fly. Why do you think he wanted a plane? So he could fly back home? But something was still missing. He found his grandmother in the kitchen. "I want to go home," he told her. "Never mind," she said. "I've just baked your favorite cookies. Have one." Iskander crunched into the cookie, but his grandfather spoke from his chair in the corner. "Come with me." They walked together up a long road, past the big animals and the wire fence. They walked up, up, and up. Where did they go? "Listen," said Iskander. A few cars zoomed past. A school bus has shifted gears with a groan. "Wait," said his grandfather. He turned right at a stand of trees. They walked deep into the woods. Sunlight filtered green through the leaves. Iskander's grandfather patted the ground, and they sat side by side. Neither one spoke. Finally, Iskander could hear it. A new thing. Not like the old silence spreading over the mountains back home, but still good. It was a quiet, with twitterings and rustlings all around it, like gift wrap paper around a gift. They sat under the trees till the light began to fade from the sky. When they had their fill, they left the woods and walked back home, down the hill, past the fence, to where the cows lifted their heads. And sounded glad to see them again. Boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed the silence of the mountains. And if you did, tell your friends and make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you again. Thank you.